Gears 5 is the much-awaited sequel to Gears of War 4, and it's already become the best-selling game for the Xbox exclusive platform, including PC this generation. And there's a good reason why. It's an extremely good game from every aspect. So let's take a look at what makes Gears 5 an absolute must-play. Let's start off by answering a question that many people probably want to ask. Can a newcomer play this game? And the answer is yes. Yes, they can. The game has recaps for the original Gears of War trilogy and a separate recap for just Gears of War 4. In case you've played through the first 3 games but didn't get a chance to play Gears of War 4 and want to get right into Gears 5.
Alright, Control, we're going in.
Control? Really? I have a name. Control.
While you might not catch some of the smaller character interactions or callbacks to previous games, you honestly won't be missing out much, and it will even intrigue you to go back and play the older games. Speaking of character interactions, I really have to say that the story and writing is great. In a story that's filled with burly men and space monsters, the interactions that take place between characters feels extremely human.
You want in on this?
Pretty sure what's actually being measured here is gonna leave me at a distinct disadvantage. Then again, maybe not.
Like when JD and Marcus have a disagreement.
Listen, James, word of advice. Stop trying to prove yourself. Just do the job.
Dad, I took a necessary risk.
Necessary means you have no other option. That wasn't necessary, and you know it.
Or when Kate and JD talk about the aftermath of a rather aggressive conversation.
That was a shitty thing to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It feels so right, because that's how a lot of us would react to such situations.
You two are more alike than either of you want to admit.
The story moments in the game are very heavy hitting, and all I'm going to say is just prepare yourself, because I don't think anyone was ready for what was about to happen. And this story is brought to life with stunning visuals. The detail that's been put into crafting each and every facet of the game just shows how much this game means to the Coalition, who are the developers of this game. From the scratches and dents on the armor to the massive sprawling levels that are just as intricate as they are big. There's no visual element at which you can say, yeah, that was just okay. The lighting is also a thing of beauty, and even though there's no ray tracing, it never really felt like the game needs it because of how great the reflections already are. From the dark tunnels and building interiors that have just a few light sources, to the cities and open areas that are bathed in light, you can always see how nuanced the lighting is. The impressive part is, it isn't really hard to run this game on modern hardware because the game is extremely well optimized. Usually, you'll see systems struggle to run games of this quality, but that's not the case here. Even on the Xbox One and the One X, the game both looks great and runs great, giving players the ultimate Gears experience. Speaking of the ultimate Gears experience, this game nails what makes Gears, well, Gears. The cover-based shooting that the franchise has been known for is not boring or repetitive. With the weapon choices that you get and your trusty sidekick robot, encounters are never really boring or drawn out. On the intermediate difficulty setting, the game was fairly challenging and did not feel too simple or too hard. To me, that is the perfect difficulty setting to get an optimal experience. But hey, they've added in various settings for a reason, and that's to make the game accessible and enjoyable for every type of player. Multiplayer modes are aplenty this time around, with Versus, Horde and Escape, along with the campaign co-op mode that supports up to 3 players, that too with split screen. In this campaign co-op mode, 2 of the players are humans, while the third player plays as Jack, the robot support who can get pretty overpowered. Meanwhile, Versus is a player versus player game mode. Horde is a survival mode where you take on waves after waves of enemies, and Escape is where you, along with 2 other teammates, try to escape a hive after setting off a bomb inside.
Bomb planted. Time to go.
There's plenty of variation for everyone, which means that whether you want to play this solo or co-op with friends or with random strangers online, you have the ability to do that with all the various modes available to you. Now on PC, you might have issues with the Xbox Beta app or the Windows Store acting up. So make sure to update Windows and all the Xbox related applications from the Windows Store. I struggled with running the game when I tried installing it on a second PC. And after re-downloading the game 2 whole times, it still threw me the same error that when Google didn't help much. The only thing that fixed it was downloading the Xbox related updates, which hadn't been auto-updated for whatever reason. In conclusion, Gears 5 is an absolute masterpiece that will please Gears veterans and newcomers alike. With its relatable characters, touching storytelling, gorgeous visuals and fun gameplay, you're most likely to absolutely love this game and understand why this is the best game to have come out on the Xbox platform this generation. So if you liked this review and thought it was helpful, hit that like button. If you'd like to watch similar content, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to stay updated with the latest videos. And let us know what you thought about Gears 5 in the comment section below.